All right, so welcome once again, everyone, to this session. We're going to make it quick tonight. We're not going to take too much of your time. We know people are busy watching the Champions League and all that. But what I say is those players playing the Champions League, they earn in dollars. They earn in dollars. So what are you earning in? Maybe they earn in euros. So what are you earning in? If you decide not to learn and focus on the game, are you moving yourself forward? Well, I also love the game, but I love making money more. All right, so here I'm gonna, let's talk about a terror barrier. There is a terror barrier that stops people from trading. The fear of the unknown, the fear of the deep, it stops people from trading. 2021, when we started RoyalQ, people with $500 were trading 15 coins. We were over trading, and the deep dealt with us. However, we've come a long way and we've mastered how to trade, how to position our trades, how to predict market direction. Are you still having the fear of falling? Well, the fear of falling can be connected to the fear of failing in a trade. And that is what we're here to talk about tonight. How can we navigate the trading environment successfully? So on my chart here, I have the BTC USDT trading pair, which we analyzed some weeks back. Is there anybody that was here in that session? I drew this parallel channel, all right? I drew this parallel channel, not parallel channel, the triangle, yeah. So I drew this and I said this support, all right? This support serves as the second part of the drawing. This particular line is support. What do we mean by support? Support means as the price is falling, you see, it fell through this line. It fell through this line. It could have fallen through and continued, but it stopped at this line. When it stopped at this line, it went up a little bit, came back, tested this line. It went up again, came back, tested this line. It went up again, came back, tested this line. It has tested this line multiple times. So here seems to be a strong support. And in that session, we drew this line and we said, as the price keeps moving, it gets narrower. When it breaks out, expect an upward movement. And so let me zoom into this so you can see it a little clearly. All right. So we said if it breaks out of this line, expect an upward movement, and it did. Bitcoin, that was our Bitcoin analysis for that day. So if you paid attention during that class, you would have known that the moment the price broke up here, there is a possibility. Remember, there's no guarantee. It's always a possibility that the price will go up. And the price did go up, and you could have gotten good 2% of the trade. All right, good 2%. But you know what? The price still came down. The price still came down and tested this line. The price now broke down below this line and touched this next line. So remember, we've drawn all this, these levels, and the market is obeying them. So this is what I did. I went ahead and I said, let me draw another triangle. This time, using this as the line for breakout. So the triangle was now this along with this. So what happened? Price kept getting closer and closer, and it broke out here again. So with the same method of breakout from the triangle, we could have seen that Bitcoin again would likely pump. The moment the candle closed here, let me make it clearer. The moment this candle closed above, I tell you, let me even remove Heiken Hashi and just put ordinary candles. Let me just put ordinary candles, not Heiken Hashi. All right. So the moment the price broke here and this candle closed and opened here, I would have just quickly entered the trade. Or if I waited and the candle went up here, I could have entered the trade here. Now, Bitcoin, could we take another 2%? All right. Because the market this is September, you don't want to be greedy. 1.52% is okay, unless you see a clear chance, like in a volatile coin scenario, where you could actually make a lot of money. So this is 2%. And the market delivered on that. It went down briefly and went up and hit the target. That's it here. So this is a skill set everybody must have. The ability to draw these triangles and the parallel channels. And I want everybody in my RoyalQ team to understand and use these two tools, all right? You can, on your own, analyze Bitcoin. And I want to have a team of 20 people who can draw parallel channels, who can draw these triangles, who can draw support and resistance. My goal is, over the months to come, we'll get these 20 persons and put them in a group. They will be analyzing the markets and we'll be cooking the signals in that group. As these signals are verified by other members, using the knowledge we all share, we'll be able to, throw these signals out and make people a lot of money. So just remember, we're just starting RoyalQ. Don't even think that we've reached the peak. Of course, we know that the autopilot settings is an amazing setting, and I'm going to run through the autopilot settings again in a moment. But here's just what you need to know for now, that once Bitcoin is moving upwards, once you predict that Bitcoin is moving upward like this, remember this was on the 12th of, if you look at it, it's on the 12th of September, yeah? 12th of September, between 12th of September by 5 p.m., okay? 12th of September by 5 p.m. till today, 19th of September, market has been going up, all right? It actually went up all through to about 4%. So let's check the history of other coins. Let's look at other assets from 12th of September. If you monitor BTC alone, you can decide that you're only going to trade when BTC is going up. Because when BTC is going up, 70, 80% or more of the coins are going up. So let's look at it closely. This is the 4-hour chart, okay? This is the 4-hour chart, but let's go to the with the 1-hour chart, the better. Let's see. I want us to look at the performance of several other coins, because today I want you to know that by monitoring BTC movements, I mean, many of us know this anyway. By monitoring BTC movement, you can predict when the market is going up. So here, BTC from 12th by 5 p.m., that's 1700 hours. Okay, is it 5 p.m. or thereabouts? Till today. What has the market been doing? So let's go check it. Let's check BIC. We said from which day? 12th, right? Let's go check BIC. What has BIC done from the 12th? We're just trying to, look through and see that if BTC is going up and you can predict a breakout on BTC, you can automatically decide to go trade many of the coins. So this is 12th of, let me just put a vertical line here. This is 12th, 5 p.m. on the 12th. Yeah, this is 5 p.m. on the 12th. This is the same time BTC was going up. So you don't even have to trade BTC. You can choose another coin and make a lot of money on that coin. So here is what we have. BIC, BTC is going up. We came in here, we entered BIC. How much did BIC give you? BIC gave you 30%. Oh my God. It gave you over 37%. All right. Over 37%. So if I want to about 38% plus 39. So you can imagine over 35% rise in price. So for coming to the webinar tonight, I want you to know that our job is to show you how to navigate the market. One way to navigate the market is to always trade when BTC is going up. If you want to do the sniper kind of thing, sniper kind of entry, that's what you have to do. 80-90% of the coins will be moving up. So you can pay attention to Bitcoin, trade only when you're sure the market is moving upwards for Bitcoin. So let's see TFL. Remember, it's not all the coins that will do that, but you will see that with many of the coins, about 80% of the coins. So we're clicking on TFL. Oh my God, which is the 12th? This is the 12th here again for, this is the 12th, around 5 p.m. on the 12th. This is it. Oh my God. What did the TFL deliver? All right, so if we do this, TFL also delivered 25% plus. All right. So let's go look at Link. You can be checking these coins one after the other. You're going to find out that Bitcoin determines the market direction. I want us to know. Welcome, Moma. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And please do pay attention. Grab what you can grab. Don't worry if you can't grab everything. There's a lot of technical information here, but we're just trying to show you how you can easily predict the market direction. All right, so this is Link. If you come into Link and the same time when we decided to come into Bitcoin, that's on the 12th. So here's the 12th, 11 p.m. also. Sorry, 17 hours, 5 p.m. Look at what Link did. As Bitcoin was also going up, Link was also going up, and Link went up to 14%. So we can keep going on and on and on and on and on. If Bitcoin is going up, 80 to 90% of the coins will follow suit. There are only a few coins that can be doing opposite of what Bitcoin is doing, because Bitcoin direction controls the entire market. Many of us know this, but I just realized maybe I've never really said this in any of the meetings. So it's just knowledge everybody should know. This is another coin called Ape, and here we go back to, so here is the 12th, and this is 5 p.m. on the 12th. Yeah, this is the line. You see, if you drew this line here, Ape gave just 3%, 4%. Ape did not give huge market movement the way Bitcoin, other coins did. So that's going to happen. But even if you traded this, you're not going to be at a loss right now. You'll just be like somebody trading sideways. So this is the market. It went up, it came down, it went up again. So you could have sold manually here if you wish to, all right? Because you would have been in profit. How much profit would you have been in? You would have been in 2% profit, and you sold off, all right? Because the price didn't get here, all right? The market dipped again. It came back up here. You could have said, okay, at this point, I want to sell off. I don't want to be in the market. And it came up here, forming higher high, higher high. And what you need to know is this price, when Bitcoin, for Ape, you might be surprised that when Bitcoin starts dipping, Ape will now take over and head up. Here's what you need to know. Money moves between Bitcoin and altcoins. There are different mechanisms for money movement. There are different patterns, rather. Sometimes when there's a news about Bitcoin coming, maybe Bitcoin ETFs and all that, people will go to the altcoins that are in the dip and take away their money. And when they take away their money from the altcoins, those altcoins will now fall more. They bring the money to Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will rise. So there are times when Bitcoin is rising, and you find out that many of the altcoins are not moving. This is guided by, fundamental analysis. All right. Maybe one coin has been attacked by the SEC, or one world body, government body decides to attack one coin or something. And people can say, oh, please, let me just move my money from all these coins into Bitcoin. So you'll see a lot of movement from Bitcoin in. Now, there are times when people are putting money into the market generally, both Bitcoin and the altcoin. So people look at it that, all right, it's time for investment. Bitcoin looks like it has hit the rock bottom. For example, if Bitcoin goes to its 5-year low, trust me, people will go get money and put in, because they know that this 5-year low is a great time to buy into Bitcoin. All right. So this trade can keep hovering up and down like this. And when Bitcoin starts dipping, people will now move money into Ape and to fire up. Let's look at comp. Let's see what's happening in comp. And I'm just going to give one or two more examples after this comp example. I just want you to have an idea that Bitcoin controls. So this is the 12th, and this is 5 p.m. on the 12th again. Here you can see that comp responded miraculously. It gave another 12%. So most people could have easily made 10% on this trade because Bitcoin moved in that direction. Let's look at ATA. Let's see if ATA obeyed. So on your own, you can be analyzing these things. Know the coins that respond better with Bitcoin. All right, this is the 5 p.m. time. Know the coins that respond better to Bitcoin and monitor the movement. So here we are. If you enter the trade here, yes, you could have gotten yeah, good 8%. All right. Good 8%. It first of all dipped and still went up. Overall, it dipped again and gave you the same height result. So if you missed taking profit here, of course, when it comes here, you want to quickly make sure you don't try to make it go higher. Just quickly, the moment it's getting closer to here, maybe like this height, just cash out, because price always tests the same levels and gives you a second chance most times to take profit with a little patience. All right, so I hope you're getting some value from this. Okay, somebody said, yeah, it's Emmanuel Wamboise, you're welcome. FTN did 20% too since 12th. All right, great. So let's see FTM. Let's see FTM. Where's FTM? Somebody said check Q2. So let's check Q2. Q2 is here. And you have to understand that we can predict market movement. And then you use RoyalQ. RoyalQ positions you in case the market goes against you. All right. If the market goes against you, you don't panic. You just let it buy the dip and then it will come out again. All right. So this is an important lesson I want everyone on this team to learn. All right. This is 12th. And this is 5 p.m. on the 12th. All right. So look at what Q2 did. All right. So this is Q2. And it gave a clear 10% also. Right. Somebody said, check which one again, FTM. Let's see, is FTM visible here? Okay, this is FTM here. Let's see if FTM obeyed Bitcoin price movement. So I just want us to understand that most coins respond positively the same way Bitcoin does. So let's see. This is 12th, this is 5 p.m. All right, it's 5 p.m. on 12. All right, so here we are. We also have FTM doing some good price movements. Yeah, 4%. All right, 4%. Not bad. FTM gave 4%. So if you enter a trade and within a few hours you made 4%, that's it. So that's the number one thing I want every new person here to learn. Because you need to learn how to enter the market, how to exit. We all know how to exit. You know how to draw support and resistance, right? Is there anybody in this meeting that doesn't know how to draw support and resistance? Let us know so that we could use one example and quickly show that. Though we have a lot of recordings.
Yes, so goodness, I don't know how to draw it.
Okay, but have you tried to watch any of our old videos?
No, but I joined last time. This is my second time of joining.
Okay, so sorry, but goodness, unmute yourself. What's your favorite coin? I mistakenly muted you again. What's your favorite coin?
Do I have any?
You don't have any coin that you love. Okay, which coin do you hate?
The one I hate?
Yes.
Not really, basically.
Okay, I get you. So I just want to know which coin do we use to draw? I want us to draw support and resistance on some coins.
Okay, maybe we should just try what's called again? This one, UPY, anything like that. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick one of the coins that I want people to, apart from Acro, there's a coin I want us to also start thinking about. Just a moment, I'm trying to get I know there's Gala, but I'm trying to also Let's see. We have ants, we have Carver. So let's look at Carver. Let's look at Carver.
Okay.
So, all right, so I'm just going to do that. This is how you draw support and resistance. So change to Carver. I'm going to type Carver USDT. It's one of the volatile coins that I'm trying to also encourage the team so that when you come with $3,000, you focus on Acro. When you have your next $3,000, you can focus on another coin. Okay, looks as if I've drawn some of these coins already. I've drawn some support and resistance here already. I've drawn a lot here already. Okay. I'm just going to look for a coin that I haven't drawn before. So I'm going to mute everyone. I'm going to mute everyone, and we're just going to pick one coin. Let's just pick Dash, okay? It's just for the purpose of this. Let's be trying utility coins. Yeah, the same rule applies for any coin. Yeah, so let's see. Shit coin utility coin price moves. Okay, so the first thing you do, because when you come to a chart like this, it's confusing. You just see these candles moving up and down. You can't predict anything. What's the first thing I tell people to do? The first thing is I say bring up the HTF liquidity indicator. This is a bonus indicator I give to this team. And the settings is as this. It's very simple, straightforward, right? Just check daily and weekly. See, if you go check monthly, I mean, if you go check 1 hour and 4 hour, you see so many of these lines. You don't need so many of those lines. It's going to give you a lot of headache. So daily and weekly is just fine, right? And yeah, every other thing, this is it, pretty much default, all right? So you save as default, you know, and okay, that's the first thing. So when you do this, you are now able to see liquidity levels, and this is very important. You see liquidity levels. You know that there's money here. Liquidity means money. People's money were left here. When market started dipping here, people's money were left here. When market started dipping here, people's money were left here. All right? When market started dipping from here, people's money were left here. All right? And you can see with the texture, you know, some are thicker, some are lighter. So these can also double as support and resistance lines too. All right? So that's why I said first thing is put this so you can see where money is, you know, hanging. Because money, this price will go to where money is hanging. So it will be collected. It's either going to go up here or go down here. So it gives you an idea of what the market could be, right? So what's the next step? The next step is now draw support and resistance lines. And for you to draw support and resistance lines, you know, we showed you how to do that on your phone, but this is a system. And I encourage all real traders to have a system that they can use. It helps. All right, so use the horizontal line. Okay, I have it as a favorite here, so I click on it. Before you click and place the horizontal line, make sure you switch to this line chart. You know, so if you click here, where you have candlestick types, Akinashia and all that, you see the line option. So you just click on line. The price changes to the line formation. This is one of the simple ways of drawing support and resistance. No, your job is simple. You go to the tip of these lines and click. So that's the first line we just dropped there. That's that tip of that trade. All right. So you can come down here and also, I don't like to have so many lines, but you see this one is coinciding with this one and it's coinciding with this. So it looks like I need to put a point here. All right. Makes sense? Makes sense. And remember, support and resistance is not just a thin line. It's actually a band or, you know, support and resistance could be something like a thick rectangle, not just a vertical line. So you can't be too precise with the line and placing it. Don't try to be perfect, but try get as much as you can. And you can see, I can see this sharp point here again. So that means I can decide that I want to put this here. Okay. I can decide I want to put this here. Now, I can, this has already told me that when price touches here, it's likely going to go up and it will likely touch here. I like there being enough space in between my lines. So sometimes I like to make sure Okay, this is 1.7%, 1.5%. Not bad, not bad. I can leave that support line there. Okay. Now, which other level is sharp here for us? There's a noise here. There's another noise here. And the noise repeated itself here. And it seems to repeat itself here. So I'm just going to place it here. We see this was another, it hit here, went back. It hit here, did some noise here, went back. Of course, this one went beyond it, but when it came down, it hit here again. It obeyed it here after breaking it here, obeyed it here again, and it seems to obey it here and here, right? So that's what I mean by draw support and resistance. Once you are able to draw support and resistance in this way, you'll be able to have an idea of what is about to happen in the market, all right? So you just pick a couple of more, this middle here is a lot of price. Okay, this is like 3%, that's fine. Now, one more thing I want to say. I think I always do the support and resistance on the 4-hour chart, please. 4-hour chart. So I forgot that I'm doing it on the 1-hour chart. So just click on 4H and go to the 4-hour chart. I prefer drawing it on the 4-hour chart. All right. The 4-hour chart gives you a big picture, kind of, gives you the bigger picture of price movement. So I will just adjust this a little bit. Maybe I can just put it here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it here. Then this one, I'm gonna take it up here a little bit. Yeah, so I like to work on the 4-hour chart. It's kind of better. Okay, so what next? Where are we placing these support and resistance lines again? Oh my God, look at this jump. Woo! This was a big jump. So I can see that it hit here and went down. I'll just place this here. I can see it hit here and went up again, but I don't want to draw too many lines, so it doesn't give me headache. It hit here and went down again. So how much percentage is in between these lines? Yeah, 3%, 4%, that's good enough. I like having 3 or more percent. Yeah, when it comes to time intervals, I take my trading decisions on the 1-minute chart. Okay, but I like to see the future. I see the future on the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. Okay, so it's not just about predictability. No, it's just about being able to see the future. So I see where I am now. I see what's about to happen. Then I look at what's about to happen in future, and I use the future I have seen to decide if I'm taking what I see today. And if you want to be taking your trading decision on the 4-hour chart, your trades will take longer to hit their take profits. It will take longer to hit their trade profit. See, one trade can last for a long time. So it could last for a week, 2 weeks before it hits, but you're going to have some very good, very, very good trading. All right. So, all right, so let's continue to draw support and resistance. I hope, Madam Goodness, you get an idea of this. In trading, history repeats itself. So this is another tip here. It happened here, happened here, happened here again. All right, and a lot of noise here. So with your eyes scanning through, you can just decide to put a line here and that. That's another resistance. Okay. I can see one support here, but I don't want to put too many lines everywhere, because the distance between this and this is very small. Unless if we want to put it here. Unless we want to put it here. But just to give you an idea, we don't want to. Here's another tip. All right. Then I'll put here also, because it keeps repeating itself here. And then I would also also put this here. And yeah, this bottom line here looks like it's noisy. Okay, let's just put it here. So you can get an idea. Okay, this one is on that tip. Okay, I'll put it here. I'll just put it here. You see, this is going up and higher and higher and higher. I can just quickly do this here. All right. But we're more concerned about where the price is, because the price is way, way, way below now. But I'm just showing you that when you're doing this, you can take your time Put these marks everywhere. But don't try to put too much because sometimes it begins to cloud the judgment. All right. I'm putting this here because I can see tested here again. So it's going to likely obey the same thing. When it's coming up now, when the price is coming up, it's going to likely behave the same way somewhere along all these lines. The way it behaved here, when it's coming up, it will likely behave the same way. So that's the beauty of those lines. Okay. All right. So let's so here's where we are now. So it's good to combine the liquidity levels with the price movement. So that's a very important skill, and it's very important for everyone to know how to draw support and resistance. Once you have drawn the support and resistance lines, at what point do you now enter the market? Madam Goodness is asking us. Madam Goodness wants to enter the market. There are different ways of entering the market, all right? But because we trade RoyalQ, we give you a couple of simple steps. After you've drawn the support and resistance line, this is 4-hour chart. So please, you can change back to candles and go back to, you can go back to the 1-hour chart. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Just wait for the page to load. How can you decide when to enter? That's a great question. Yeah, you can decide to be trading support and resistance alone, as the price is here now. Somebody can just say, I'll enter here. Since the price is here, if it falls below, it will buy the dip. If it falls here and falls here, it will likely bounce up. Why? Because here, it touched here and went up. Look at here, it touched here again and went up. So this is what I want everybody to know. The first time it touches the level and goes up, get ready. The second time it touches that level, it will go up. Very likely. So it's important. The market can easily be, deciphered with some relative ease. So as the price is coming down, it touched here, went up. Okay, you let it go up, no problem. It has gone up. So you just relax. You wait for it to touch here again. Now it touched here and said going up. A person could have said, let me enter the trade here. Now you can enter the trade here and allow yourself to buy the dip. When you want to buy the dip, remember the price came down to this point, so you can actually dip to that extent. We always tell you to trade with 30% drop in price, right? So that keeps you protected. But you could have just relaxed, entered here, and it gave you the profit, If you entered here, how do you take your profit? You can target this next support level, 3%. You see it? Don't be greedy. People just want to take 10%. Sometimes you just take 3% and walk away. What's guiding you? Support and resistance. And because support and resistance is not a fine line, a perfect line, you don't need to necessarily get to it exactly, just below it. Or you check the last price movement to the left and make sure it's below that. So you look at the price here, just put it below that to be safer. You took your 3% here, all right? You took a risk, entered here, 3%. Now, look at this. It touched here and bounced up, right? Look at this line. It now touched here again. Do you know, as it touched here again, a person could have said, I'm entering again. This is a sniper method, or the sharp way of entering the markets by using just support and resistance. And you don't have to be too worried because RoyalQ got you covered now. If it's dipping, you can tolerate 30% dip. You entered here again. Do you see that you would have gotten on that 3%? All right, you could have gotten on that 3%. All right, simply by entering here and taking profits just below the last profits you took. But then the price has come down here. You look here again. Oh my God, here and here. It could go down and keep going down. No, it's possible. All right. In which case, you have to be prepared for 30% dip, which is what we normally promise. So if you enter here, as you enter the price here, you can just be ready to take 30% dip, which this is 17%. 30% means you can take it up to here, which is fine. I mean, you are protected, so you don't have to worry, because the setting we tell people to use, which is the method 1, all those methods will tolerate 30% drop in price. So why are you analyzing and killing yourself? So you can enter here. Or for those who like to put in all their money, they can take those risks, enter here. But I don't encourage you to trade with only support and resistance. You need to get another indicator that can support you. All right. So just imagine here now, you entered here and the price went up. Of course, I would tell you to stop at 5%. But you see, it went up and took up to 10%. But me, I would just say stop below this. Take 5% and walk away. That's the way I'll give my signal. 5%, that's good enough. Walk away. All right. So it's important to know that when it first hit, look at it first hit here and went up. It hit here again, this support level, and went up. It hit here again, it went up. So price always repeats. It always behaves the same way. So by just, you just need to realize that it doesn't have to be 100% certain, but it's a possibility. And RoyalQ now has futures elements. Okay. So when we're trading with futures, for example, don't start it because futures can be real loss. But we'll take a few people who are very good at hands-on, and we can start testing the futures maybe sometime in November. You just put $100 there and play with it. Now, you could enter here and put a stop loss here or here. In other words, if this trade does not go the way it's going, if it goes against me, if you reach here, take away, just quit. I don't want to take too much risk. That means if it's futures, you're going to tell yourself, sorry, I'm trying to. That means if it's futures, you can tell yourself, okay, I'm only going to take a 8% drop in price. And I'd rather make it very narrow, somewhere here. If it drops by 5% or 4%, exit the trade, because I'm operating with sniper method. That is in the futures method, because you have to be ready to take a loss instead of exposing your account for so much. But let's leave that, because we don't want people to jump into the futures option, because futures can wipe your account. Okay, so please don't say you heard me talk about futures in the webinar and you go to try it. You can lose your capital in futures. Take note. Spot is what we do here. Rest of mind, trade rest of mind. But if you have excelled in hands-on trading and you're good at using what we keep teaching you every Tuesday, you can trade futures. All right. As long as you just put in a small money and begin to experiment with it. All right. So that is quickly trying to answer Madam Goodness' question. How do you enter the markets? Madam Goodness, I hope you've seen one way. Sorry. I hope you've seen one way you can enter the market. But there's more. There's more,
yes,
all right?
Yes, I actually have seen what you're teaching, and I think I'm very happy with it. But there's something I want to know. Like this chart that you're showing us now. You seem to be showing us the point at which one could enter based on the past hours, right? What I'm seeing, or like what I'm looking at now, where the candle is right now, assuming that I enter the market and I'm seeing this candle here now, is it possible for me to enter the market at this point?
So that is the decision you can do. I don't know where you say which point. I don't know which point you are talking about. It's
I'm looking at I'm looking at is it the trend lines, or I don't know what you call it right now. Like what you're looking at now.
Okay, so I don't know where you're talking about, unless you want to use
where your mouse is now, correct?
Okay,
exactly.
the latest candle.
Yes. Okay. As soon as I enter the market now, that's what I'm seeing. Am I able to decipher whether to enter at this point or not? Because if you look at it now, I could see that the market is actually going up. It's gone up a little bit. I think it's trying to dip or something. I'm using my phone.
All right.
Very
All right.
clearly.
Engineer Izu said, once you understand how to enter sniper entry in RoyalQ spots, you don't need to risk your funds in futures. I'm laughing. So experience, that's a lot of experience there talking, you know. He has traded and, you know, when futures has done something to you, you don't want to take the risk. But I believe that while we trade with our $3,000 in RoyalQ, $6,000, $10,000, a few people can decide to take $200, go to futures and, you know, play with it. But that is after they master the technology. So if I'm to enter this trade now, I look at this line, all right? I look at this line. I wouldn't enter blindly. I would do more analysis before entering there. It has tested here once, all right? It has tested here again, second time. It has tested a third time. Once that's done 3 times like that, I try to stay clear, unless it comes up to this level again. If it comes up to this level, which I'm seeing 1 here, 2 here, oh, that's for futures people you can now sell. Yes, sorry, not for RoyalQ, not for sports. All right, so unless it comes down here again, this is 1, 2, this, I could enter here again. But there's much more that we do. So, you know, like the divergence indicator that is below, you can use it. Another good example is stochastic RSI. Okay, so let's go, well, not stochastic RSI, just normal relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index is another tool you can use. So I wouldn't just be trading support and resistance like that blindly. I don't think I would. I would combine it with some other tool, even though that tool might lag a little bit. All right. So here's what I mean. You see, when the price touched here, when the price touched here, this is RSI. It was now close to the oversold region. The fact that it's in the oversold region means that the sellers will soon stop selling and the buyers will take over. So this support line here is going to likely tell me that I think I need to be ready to, and look at this. It said going up. The moment it said going up like this, cross the yellow line up here, I could just say, oh, it's time to just enter a long trade right here at this point. Yes. So you can use the RSI to further guide you. If you entered here, you would have still made some good money. Okay. Remember, it's at a support line, and at the same time, it's about around the overbought region. Sorry, oversold. So this is the oversold region, the bottom here on the RSI. This is the overbought. So it's not going up. Oh, it's not going up. Do you know when I'll exit? The moment this thing has gotten to this oversold region, I would like not to enter again. Because at this point, it has already touched this near this support. So get out of the trade. All right. So I won't say just be trading support and resistance blindly. You can combine support and resistance with something as simple as the RSI. Okay. And even if the price goes against you, you're covered the RoyalQ. You know, we can predict this thing so clearly sometimes. So this is what I do at times. I because I want my money to be used in trading, I want you to buy the dip. Sometimes when I see overbought region, I could enter signal here because I want you to buy the dip. After buying the dip, it will still vomit it later. You know, but that's the level of risk. You know, if you feel, but you must, before you can do that, you should look at what's happening on the 4-hour chart and on the daily chart to be sure that the future is going up. All right, very important. But there's another indicator I also love using, that is MACD. Sorry, I have to be deleting because moving average, convergence, divergence. Okay, let it load. I'll show you how you can use it along with support and resistance, and you're good. All right, I'm waiting for it to load. Hope it can load. All right, so look at this. It has touched this line. All right, and now MACD might make you to lose some momentum. All right, you will not jump in early, but it has touched this line, and MACD, if you look at the MACD line here, it has crossed over. and it has started going up. At this point, I can enter the trade at this line here. The reason is because MACD has given me, oh, this it has touched support line, is bouncing up. MACD has said, it's pointing up, and it has said showing green. So at this point, I can enter the trade. And if you enter the trade at this point, you can still make that 5%. So when you enter too close to the support level, you don't have to sleep on the support level, you know. You can just look for, so we entered here, right? We entered where again did we enter? We entered here, right? We entered, we said we entered here, right? So let's say you entered here. If you decide to take this line, that's just 1.3%. You know, what you can do sometimes is just look at the left. Okay, price actually went up there. So just look for somewhere close to the last high. Maybe just somewhere here. Just take 3%, you know, just take 3% and walk away. Or if you are ready to stay in the market for a while, you can go closer here. All right. And that's 4% or 5%. And it delivered it later. Okay, so that's how you can use MACD support and resistance to enter trades. All right, and this it happens again and again. As it's coming down, it has touched the support line. As it's touching the support line here, look at what MACD is telling you. MACD is telling you it's pointing up already, and it's green. Now to enter now. When you enter here now, how do you set your target? You just set your target to the next support line or to the as closer to the left side as you can. All right, that's 2.7%, or maybe you just want to go 3%. 3% is good enough. You take your 3%, you walk away. It has delivered. So MACD with support and resistance can give you good trades. Look at MACD here again. It touched this line. MACD has turned green. Enter your trade. Sniper entry. All right. It works. It works. It works. It works. So when trade goes against you, fine, but trade will always bounce back in your favor. So we are showing you some very simple methods of predicting market direction that can make you a lot of money. We're going to make tonight short. It's already past 10. So we're not going to want to keep people here for long, but it's important we are able to do this. All right, somebody asked a question, Mr. Zoo. If I have a trade on cycle mode, is there any how I can set it to activate one shot at a particular price? Yeah, you can change the cycle mode trade to one shot, but the point is, if the average price is here, and you are telling to do one shot from here, before you to execute that one shot, price has to go up now. You understand? To where the average price is at least. So that's it. But if the average price is here and you are here, you can put it on one shot, because anytime it delivers right there, you're in money. How can you, Mr. Izu, I hope I have been able to answer your question, right? I hope.
Yeah, but I wanted to know if it can be, if you can activate automatically without me doing it. I can just set my trade once you get to this particular place, activate one shot and take me out of the trade.
Yeah, so you can from the beginning of the trade, leave the trade on one shot, allow it to buy the dip. When it sells, it's sold. You understand?
No, the reason why I'm saying is with what you just explained to us now, if I target when the trade wants to start moving up, I can decide to use, okay, first buy amount $100 or $200. I know it will keep going up, so, and I know it will hit the next resistance. So before that next resistance, I want it to activate on one shot. Once you hit it, so that I get out of the market. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No. It can't do that. You want to operate in cycle mode until it hits that place. I don't think so, but maybe something we can research. I know
there is a setting in somewhere in RoyalQ that can do it, but I've not taken time to do it.
You know, there's a preset price for entry, right?
Yes.
And in the RoyalQ bot, there's another setting there that is like, let me just open it here. Let me just try opening here. Just, apart from preset price, there's another I'm trying to check it here. Just a moment. Okay. So apart from, we have first buying amounts. Hold on. The margin call, any score back, buying call back, first preset price. So we have first preset price where you can determine the price you want to go into. But I don't think maybe you can explore. If you get it out, then you can really share. Moving from cycle mode to one-shot mode, I think it has to be you deciding to turn it to one-shot manually. But yeah, we can explore that. So when it comes to $3,000 setting, the fact that you have $3,000 trading for you doesn't mean you should just go and be sleeping. Unless you are too busy, you can come here. You know that with $3,000, we say your first buying amount should be $15, right? Yeah. And you tolerate 100% drop in price. What I would suggest is this. When you come, see this, and you see MACD like this, my dear, you can put your first buying amount on $20 instead of 15. In fact, you can put on 25. Some people do much more. Some people, they have mind. I saw somebody doing $60. So look at this. Yes, by the time it buys, sells, but you make more money. Even if it dips against you, it might still fire back up. So using support and resistance, you can keep changing your first buying amount. I have not drawn parallel channel. So let us draw parallel channel. So that before we call it a day. All right. Because with the parallel channels, I'm telling you, parallel channels and the autopilot are 5 and 6. So here's what we do. Sorry. For parallel channel, you need 2 highs. So look at this. This is 1 high. This is like it's ranging. The market is ranging between here and here. Since this date, market has just been ranging in one range. So, but let me go up and draw from the height here. All right. So let's see. This is a parallel channel. Let's draw it from here. All right. We draw it here. Let's just say we drew it to here. Let's just say for the sake of this argument, we drew it to here. All right. Then we now extended it to here. All right. Now let me just put this properly. So you can see the price was obeying the chart, but it never came down low again. Why? It never came down low again. It kept dancing in between. So this is telling you that this market could move up. And look at this. It broke. This is like a triangle. So when we draw a parallel channel, remember this is like a triangle already. This line and this support line, or any of the support lines, is like a triangle. So this is a triangle along with this one. And it had a breakout here. This breakout sometimes is a fake breakout, sometimes it's real, but it's just probability that markets could start going up like play. So, but what I do sometimes is when it changes like that, I just change and drag it up again. I use this I tell myself it's on the breakout, but I use this to guide myself in case it starts dipping again. And I know it's either dip to this same level. And if it dips below this level, I know there's liquidity here. And God help any trader who is trading this coin. The next level might be lower. And, so that's the beauty. That's the beauty of it. All right. So this is very easy. You draw parallel channel. Every member of this team, learn how to draw parallel channel. Learn how to draw support and resistance lines. Use your MACD because you have to use the free version. You can't have too many indicators on the free version. There's also the original RoyalQ Motion International stochastic RSI. That one is also very good. All right. But I just want to show something different because you need to have different trading methods, different moments. And don't forget, we have our amazing trend identification indicator, which is market bias. All right. Never forget market bias. Market bias will tell you, okay, are we heading, is the momentum bullish or is it bearish or is it sideways? That's what market bias can do for you. All right, so I hope you got some value today. There's so many things to discuss, so many things to consider. Internet is trying to load the market bias. Okay, why it loads that? Some people ask the question, how can RoyalQ be making money when the market is dipping? Can somebody help me answer that? How can RoyalQ be making money when the market is dipping? Because a prospect asked the upline that question. When the price is going against us, how can RoyalQ be making money? And so the person couldn't really understand it. Said, how can you be making money when market is dropping? Does anybody have an answer to that? We have many expert traders here.
Sir, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
The way it makes money is that as the market is dipping, it tends to buy at a cheaper rate, and therefore the average cost price is reducing, and that means for something you bought at 10 naira before, now is now 4 naira, and you're now buying 2 or 3 of those things for 4 naira, and you can see the average price is, the average cost price is reduced, and therefore when you want to sell, you have already bought many assets at cheaper price, and when it goes up and you want to sell, you now sell at a price that is higher. That's how it makes money, when even though the market is dipping. That's what I think.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that is dollar cost averaging. Thank you very much for that insight. I will talk about this more at the next prospects meeting. Maybe I'll go a little bit more in depth into that. And you remember, we have a setting called sub-dip mode real-time settlement that allows you to trade in the dip as if the various levels are different markets. So it will be taking profit at those levels. Margin call 20, margin call 30. It will be taking profit at each of those margin calls as if the market in each of them is a different market, fresh and different. So that is how we, in RoyalQ, we're able to keep making money even when it's dipping. All right, but let's look at the Acro. Let's go back to Acro, which is our major coin for autopilot. Do a little bit of review and analysis. Okay. Yeah. Which coin was it that we're looking at now? Was it Dash? I can't remember. I was trying to load the. Yeah, I think it was Dash. I was trying to load the market bias indicator. Okay, so if you look at the market bias indicator, green means when the bullish momentum, red means bearish momentum. So when you see red like this, just be careful. When the price is under the red, be careful because it could actually dip. But nothing to worry, because even with this dip, how many percentage is this dip? This dip that happened now is just 31%. You know, it's not that bad. Nothing to worry about. But you know, for those with low capital, you want to time things. If you want to enter a trade when it's dipping, just go for small percentage. Don't be greedy. All right. Even if it's 1.5%, it's better for you to get it and enter again. Okay. That's market bias. So let's quickly go to Acro, which is our coin of note. What's Acro doing? Acro is dipping. So remember, I gave the signal here that people should buy. I deliberately gave that signal here. I knew the coin was going to dip, but I deliberately gave that signal here. All right, because it was not even on the support level. I just gave that signal because I knew I wanted it to dip. And when it dips, RoyalQ will go and take your USDT and buy. Your money will work for you more. So now it's dipping. If you took this signal I gave here, it has dipped. But it hasn't dipped up to 22%, so you don't have to worry. I intend for it to dip I expect you to dip till here. If it dips till here, let me tell you, if it dips till even here, that's 30%. The next direction is up. Probability of heading up. Remember the parallel channel theory. So by the time it has dipped here, it has used your money. So when it starts vomiting, it will be vomiting your entire capital. That's $500. That's $1,000. It will vomit the whole thing as profit. All right. So that's another. And why did I do that? Let me tell you why I did that. I went to the daily chart. So I didn't just enter blindly. I didn't just call that blindly. I went to the daily chart. And on the daily chart, what I saw was this green candle. Was it this? I saw this green candle. So when I saw this green candle, I said, okay, this has touched the bottom. It has gone up. I know it will likely come down. So when it comes down, if it can either get to this level and start shooting up, or go lower and start shooting up. So I could see what it was doing on the daily chart. Okay. And I knew that, okay, market is heading downwards. And one of the beautiful things that made me take this decision is that price was touching the market bias. Market bias on daily chart is telling us is bullish. Price has touched it. Price could bounce off it. Price could go below it also. You know, there's no guarantee of what it can do anything. All right. So if the price bounces off it, which is a probability, it will also take us to massive heights. And if you know how to draw normal Fibonacci support and resistance, this is what you need to know about acro. If you take the normal Fibonacci support and resistance and draw it from here up to here, you will realize, okay, you will realize that this line is a powerful level. 0.618. That's why I drew it in a blue line. This line, this in a yellow line, 0.618. If it drops below this, it's the next level it might get to is this one. When it gets here, the next direction could be up. It could be just facing up. So all those who have bought here, when the market started dipping, and their monies are here, there are many people like that, their monies are here. When the market starts pumping finally, oh my God, the money, it will vomit up here. All right, so you are seeing what acro is doing on the daily chart. The tunnel is going down. It has hit the important 0.618 Fibonacci level. I know my chart is looking confusing, but now me they see I know how it's working, but let me delete that. That's the line here. All right, that's the line here. I know it will hover around this line for a while, but it's going to pump up. All right. And this asset has dipped 44%. For those who are using 0.3, it seems to be buying a lot of multiple buys. So your capital could have, dipped significantly. But what you need to do is, I've told the team to change to 0.5. Let's monitor 0.5% and how RoyalQ handles 0.5% buying. So that's my acro. I see acro as going up. Acro is going up. Minimum is going to get up to is here. All right. But it has to retrace because this pump was in August. This was the August pump that gave people 90%. This pump. So it has to retrace and then to be sideways for a while. Zigzag, but it's going to come up. All right. So it's 10:17. I want to thank everybody for being here. Is there any specific question that we've not tackled that you have in mind? Otherwise, I think we've done a lot of analysis today. Remember to share the RoyalQ opportunity, get people on board. Forget about what we did in 2021. We were flying blind, we were greedy, we were overtrading. Now we understand the technology that is on the table. If you are trading acro, and let's look at the 4-hour chart. If you are trading acro, no need for you to be bothered. All right, this price will drop a little bit more and then rise. It will take money at this liquidity level, take at this liquidity level, take here, might even take here or take here, because this is, some good money here. No need to worry, it's still going to be on the way up. Patience is key. And while it's dipping, it's going to be doing things like this. So it did this. Some people made $200. Some people made some crazy money. So on the 4 hours, what would you do? Look at this level. It's close to the supports, right? It's the support here. At the same time, it's close to the parallel channel. So it's going up, all right? So every trader here, instead of first buying amount of 15, change to 20 or 25 and maximize the opportunity. The same thing happened here. It pumped. This is how you maximize opportunity. So remember, market buyers are telling us we are bearish, all right? See, price hits here, went down, hit here, went down, okay? When price hits, it has likelihood of deflecting. So it deflected downwards, all right? It will buy the dip. Nothing to worry about. Vertigo, all right? Fear of, you know you're going to fall and you can't bear the price falling. Get that fear out of your mind and don't be afraid of the dip. Whatever goes down will come up. Whatever goes up will come down. If you're on autopilot trading, remember, if you're on autopilot trading, you have to be patient. Our strategy is for autopilot trading is $1.5 billion in 5 years or 6 years. So don't be greedy. You want to do everything in 1 month. The market is going to be giving you money for years to come. So just relax and let the market do its thing. Another question, what do you do if your $3,000 is exhausted? If you have another $3,000, put it in, extend the margin calls. 0.5%, 0.5%, buy one time. Just extend the margin calls. It's your money. When the market recovers, it will release that money and you can take it, do whatever you want to do. Okay? That's very important. This is the business that one scammer will not be insulting you. He has scammed you and he'll be insulting you. You know, some scammers are like that. Some of these Ponzi scheme operators. They will scam you once, twice, then they will be insulting you. Let us let all those scammers, let them not take our money anymore. Let's trade something that we believe that works. Please, I want more people to hit V2 in this team. We spent enough time as V1s. All right, challenge yourself to hit V2. Why should you hit V2? When you hit V2, anybody you bring in, you start making $40 per sign up, $40 per sign up. All right, that's powerful. All right, and if you hit V3, anybody you bring in, you make $50 per sign up. Come on. In the current global economic crisis, you are covered. All right, so there's a lot to say. Thank you very much for being here. It's 10:21. I appreciate the 7 persons who are still here in this meeting. God bless you, Madam Goodness. I hope you got some value. Let's all go.
Yes, so thank you very much. I got value.
Thank you. So let's go share this opportunity with people. On Monday next week is our prospects meeting. We want to have 10, 20 prospects on Monday. It's once a week. Let's get people in. And remember, the last video I shared to everyone, that video is like less than 30 minutes or something. It's good enough for prospecting. Share with people to watch. So far, I'm getting good reviews about that video. So let's make it go viral. Thank you very much, everyone. And good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah, good night.